Hello guys, hope you are doing good today. It's quite it's not a cold day in Norway. It's like 1 degree, so not the worst. It's really good winter, I think, because we don't have any snow yet. So usually in this time we have quite a lot of snow, and it's really cold already. But we had like 3-4 minus degrees the previous week or so in the morning, but now it's a bit better. But we have some really cold winds from the north, so that's not the best. Yeah, so today's plan, as you probably have figured out, we are gonna look into this one, a Vevor diesel heater. So it's a diesel air heater. I bought it for, I think it was 2-3 years ago or something, and it have been working fine all the years. But this fall, when I tried to start it, it was only smoking. I did replace a couple of fuel hoses. I had to fix one fuel hose previously, but I replaced the entire fuel hose there now, so it should not be that problem. And I have also bled the system there, so it should not be air in the system. So I think we just have to dismantle the unit there and have a look inside. I have looked online on the error code that we had. It was a E10 error code, and that indicates problems with the fuel, clogging inside. It can be leaks inside of the unit, so we just have to check if we can find something there. So I have found some tools that I supposedly will need today. And my Makita, some brake clean, and some coffee, of course you have to have that, and some rags and stuff. And I will also use some gloves here. So let's just dig into it and see what we find there. Looks like we have some 10mm here, and of course the hose for the fresh air intake on the heater is broken, but I have some in spare, so we can just replace it. We'll have to cut off the things there, the rest of the hose. Seems like it's very stuck. You don't want anything inside of the heater. I don't have my quarter inch adapter for using the sockets now here at the moment, so just have to use these ones and not the impact driver. But that's okay. For unscrewing stuff, this one is really nice. For tightening stuff, it's okay, but I always tighten with the final tightening with using my hands. I always like to have control over that, so we have kind of control over how much we are tightening stuff. There's some shims here as well to get the entire heater a bit above the flooring there in the car. So just have to remember that. What do we find there? And where to start? Surely have to have take this one off some way. smells like old tractor or something from this heater. A lot of diesel and stuff there. Yeah, maybe it was threads. No, I don't think it was. And then this cover is coming off. That's good. A lot of diesel inside here. Yeah, or some kind of diesel or whatever. That don't look good. It seems to be soaked inside there with diesel, so maybe we have some combustion issues there. It would be nice to get all the covers off here, so we kind of see what you are dealing with. And how is this one fitted there? Is it, take off the seal? Whenever I talk about seals, I remember just think of Farmcraft 101 there. He talk about the seals all the time. And when he talks about seals, of course he mean this type of stuff, but he always have the images and pictures of normal seals that lives in the water there, so it's kind of funny. So electronics seems fine. Seems that we have some issues with maybe the combustion. I'm not sure. Is this a sensor? This seems to be a sensor, I think. This seems to be the spark plug. Seems like. I can try to take this one off, I think, and have a look inside there. That one was not easy to access or dismantle. Seems like you have to have a some kind of special tool for that. So maybe we can try to measure it. Then we don't need to dismantle. Let's see. Got some instrument there. Set the meter to ohm, and then we can try to measure some stuff here. Of course it was too small there. I don't have small enough measuring pins there, so I have to use some wire. But if we take this one, it's a PN wire, we call it in Norway. It have some quite hard cord there that we can use. Take a couple of these ones and use for measurement. There's only 2 wires in use. There one, there we have the second one. Let's see here. We get some results. Ohm. 41.6 ohms there. What can it be then? So I Google a bit, guys, and it seems like the glow plug measures normal values. So I think we'll just try to remove that one, or remove the entire cover and see what we find inside. Because it seems like it's something wrong in the kind of intake combustion chamber here. So we will try to find out what we see there. So here we have the electronics. It seems to be in good shape after what I see. You see no damage at all there. So as mentioned, my diesel heater there is almost not used at all. So maybe it have like 3 hours on it or something. So I would say it's almost like new there. Should be. But of course something can be clogged and stuff. And it can be something wrong with this one as well, but seems pretty not so obvious since we are measuring it. But let's try to dismantle it and see if we find something there. I hope that we don't break any seals, because I don't have any spare parts. But of course, if we need some spare parts, we need to order it. But it seems to be quite available on eBay and Temu in that way. So I think we can manage to get some parts. Also in Norway there seem to be quite available parts for these heaters. I suppose the entire fan and everything will follow there. Seems to be a lot of unburned diesel inside of the chamber. A lot there. This is, it's not clean diesel, it's some kind of oily stuff. Maybe some part of the diesel have been evaporating or something, or partially burned up. At least it's not 100% diesel. I know my diesel is good quality because I took off all the diesel on the tank when I did replace the fuel lines there, because I just wanted to make sure that everything was as it should be. Be careful with the seals and stuff here. What we see here is the other side of the fan. This fin seems pretty okay. Thing to see here. I know also the fan is working. Then you are maybe able to take off the glow plug there. Let's try that. Seems to be like 12mm or something there. You can take a couple of. Yeah, it was a 12. Yep. Try to find a more neat key there. This one was not the best. 14, 13, 12mm. This one is It's exactly the same size, of course. There, I got it now. Entire unit is leaking unburned diesel there. That doesn't look so good. So is this guy working? I'm not really sure. I don't have a battery now, but maybe I'm able to test it in some way with the battery charger. Seems to be in good condition. The glow plug there, so maybe we can try to blow through the line there. See what we got. If you have some flow to this line. Let's see. That seemed to be open at least. So maybe I have to take off the rest here as well then. Yeah, we can try to do that. I think we have to go inside here anyway to see if there is a lot of soot and stuff there or if it's good. Try to be careful with the seal here. Maybe are able to take off the seal. They're more likely to be able to save it. I think we will ruin the seal there if we take it off. Try to keep it there instead. Oh, it's so much more difficult to work with gloves there. You don't have the same feeling with your fingers and hands there than if you are working without the gloves. But of course it's a safety to have the gloves. Your skin and everything will kind of suck in all the chemicals and bad stuff. And if you are like me and you are doing a lot of stuff, it's not the best to work without the gloves all the time. You can get skin rash and skin cancer, a lot of bad stuff there. So how are you able to get this one out? Are we able to lift it? Seems like we almost have to get the seal off here anyhow, so we have something really thin there to use. Some blade should be nice, maybe this one. Some really thin blade. Can try to use it without cutting ourselves there. This is a pain always to remove the seals, at least if you want to keep it intact like we want to do. And doing the things with your left hand is not that easy. See here. Maybe we can manage without. No, I don't think so, because we have to pass that one anyway. So. This is kind of terrifying. Are we able to get the seal off or not in one piece? Oh no, we broke it. Maybe it doesn't matter so much. Most of the seal is still hanging in there, so it's kind of easy to dismantle the whole unit if it doesn't work afterwards. Here we have the stuff. This one seems pretty okay, I would say. I heard all of you guys talking about some screen here in some of the previous videos I have seen. It seems like it's doesn't seem to be clogged or in the way there, but I think we need to order a rebuild kit for this one so we can replace the parts. I don't think we are able to get out the things there without ruin things there. Doesn't seem so bad. Of course you see that it have been used, but do we have some clogging here, guys? No, I don't think so. Oh, you had a lot of good stuff here. I'm trying to... Holy shit. A lot of diesel and... What kind of stuff is this? Some hard black particles. What is this? A lot of it. And I think we need to wash this in diesel or something. Seems much more cleaner now. I just had to find my other air blowing gun there. This one is, yeah, it's good for really narrow points there, like small pipes and stuff, but not for kind of some more significant cleaning. I don't think this one requires any more cleaning, and the metal mesh there is also seem to be fine. So I don't think we will bother more with that one. How is this one looking? This one is kind of bad. So maybe we have to deep clean this one in some way. Seem to be a sensor. I think we need to try to clean this with diesel or some other stuff. This one is nasty. Lot of black stuff there. Oh yeah, collected all over. Maybe it's not too bad. Yeah, of course it's some, but not the worst I have seen. So back again, guys. So I did most of the cleaning off the camera because I think that's boring to watch. So I got this one pretty clean, I will say. So quite happy with the result. There's no debris inside here anymore, and also the important yeah, this one is the metal mesh inside there is really clean. The pipe is open, no hard parts inside of this one anymore. So I think we'll just mount this together again, basically. See if we can get this started. Yeah, I think we are done with the cleaning. So I have been doing all the cleaning here, guys. This one is clean now. All the covers. Of course, this one is clean. I cleaned this one. All the things are and parts are clean now. So I think we can go ahead and reassemble the entire things here now. So then we are maybe get this to function again. So start with this one. Try to be careful with all the things here. Of course, the seal is upwards like this. And there you have it. And also, guys, I tested the glow plug. I have, of course, washed it, and it turned out to be really, really red and functioning as it should be. So I think we say this is good to go. So I also measured it, and the values, the ohms there were where it should be when it comes to this type of glow plug. So that's working. So if we don't get some proper function on that, it has to be something with electronics to do. I think that's the problem. So I hope it was only need for cleaning this stuff. Of course, it was a lot of black stuff there inside of the heater that could have clogged something in this unit at least. So here we go. We have the seal back again. I think this one will hold up. I will order some overhaul kit for this. I think that can be good to have anyway, so we can try to use some air to blow this. Just a final. Also we have to put back the heater or the glow plug, of course. I think I've gotten tool, not got enough coffee today, so was working late last evening and having the time off today, some day off today. Really think I really need to get some special tool for this. I have seen in the kits there that some of them is including the tool for the glow plug there, so that would have been nice to have. So there, it's tightened, and this again. Compressor was starting. Let's line up the seal. So the only thing we have done now, guys, basically is to make sure we have done a proper cleaning on the unit here. So a tips for you that don't know is that if you have a flange like this with 4 or more screws, make sure to cross tighten the screws there. If you only tighten this one and this one, for example, it's most likely to get the improper sealing on the flange and also may break the flange as well, and that's not good. Back in my days I have tightened quite a lot of flanges on like large pipes and stuff, because I have worked as an automation technician and automation mechanic in factories and a lot of things there, data centers as well. And when you are tightening like these big flanges, maybe this size, and you have like 12 bolts, you are never done with the tightening. You are tightening one place and the other place is loose again, and it's a constant process for tightening the bolts there. And of course then it's really nice to have an impact driver. So on battery, I think we are done with this one, like this. So if I don't remember incorrectly, I think this should go into the housing again. What way was it? This way, yeah. Of course, then we have to take the sensor back again before we forget about that one. Cleaning the sensor surface a bit. See if the sensor is clean. I don't know what kind of sensor this is. Is it a inductive sensor in some type, or maybe, or supposedly it's a temperature sensor, I suppose. Make sure to have it in the correct position. So, the sensor is quite good there. And of course back with all of this stuff, with the housing. I think this is the correct way, I hope so. Yeah, seems like, because this one is in this direction again. So let's put that back this one as well. The cover for the spark or glow plug. Make sure we have a proper seal there. So when we try it again, it's nicely sealed. So I suppose then we can put back this one, so we get some more stable mounting here again. It should be resting in these slots there, seem to be. And back with the electronics. So in with the glow plug connector again. Yeah. It's a bit odd that these wires here are not, protected against the heat there in some way, but maybe it should have been some protection there. So align with this one. Back with the screw again. Like this. Back with the main cable and seal here as well. Like that. And then I think we can put back the cover. This one I have also cleaned. Like this. And it's back with this one again. And back on with the seal. Correct way. It's quite simple, entire thing here. I remember the most complicated thing I have ever overhauled in my life there is that was what was the name again? It was Articat TRC, I think, 700, and it was something wrong with some. It was a defect bearing inside of the gearbox there, and that was a tremendous amount of work to get that fixed. Not so expensive, but it was humongous amount of work hours, and it seemed to be like one-time use on the entire engine there. It was, you unscrewed stuff and when you were trying to repair it and reuse the screws and the threads and stuff, it was not able to Yeah, you don't have had any threads left there basically, so it doesn't seem like it was meant to be overhauled at all. I didn't like that. I like things that can be fixed. Even these diesel heaters seem to be kind of fixable, so. Are we able to use this one? No, it's too short. So, just back in the car with this one again and mounting the hoses and everything, and then we can try it. That would be nice. See if we have some working diesel heater again. There. We have so much faith in these guys that we can put away the tools. Usually I don't do that because it's never working as intended, so it's always something. But of course we have to have the faith. So let's go and put this back in the car now.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. What's up?
Yep, seems like it's working now. So the conclusion on this one was, of course, the cleaning I did inside of the unit. Had to do some bleeding on the diesel hose, and also I reconnected the hose to the air inlet, and after that it was working. Also it was the fan in the back there did rub against the end of the housing, so I just had to move the electrical box there, the junction box inside of the unit, just a little bit, because it was rubbing against the fan that is in the back here. So one screw and just remove it to just a couple of millimeters back. So now we seem to have swarming really good now. So nice to have this again, because I have only parking space for 2 of my cars, not all my cars. So this one is very much for warming up the car in the morning when it's minus and really cold there. So thank you for this video, guys, and I hope you have a great time there, and I will see you later.